Hey, what's going on, Z Nation? Zaid here, ZSPN, and welcome to the Lakers post-game show on ZSPN on YouTube. And today, guys, we're going to be talking about the Los Angeles Lakers versus the Phoenix Suns, Game 2 of the NBA Playoffs 2021. Guys, this was a great game by the Los Angeles Lakers when it's all said and done. I have to say, guys, the Lakers, they were in sync. They wanted to win this game, get the redemption win over the Phoenix Suns in their home court, and they delivered in great fashion, especially when it came to Anthony Davis. Guys, after that game 1 series against the Phoenix Suns, he put all the blame on himself. We saw the quote, he put out the statement, we're not going to win games like this if he plays this way. And guess what? Anthony Davis delivered on his promise, and we will hopefully see this from Anthony Davis throughout the series and going into the divisional round, the conference finals, even possibly going to the NBA finals if we have that mentality, the greatness that came from Anthony Davis. And he delivered. He delivered on that. He was in sync. He was ready to go, and he fulfilled that. For the critics, I mean, I was one of them. I criticized how he played in game 1. This is not how we wanted to see from Anthony Davis, and he admitted it, and he felt it, and he delivered for the Laker fans and the critics of his when it's all said and done. And hopefully we'll see that from Anthony Davis moving forward. He had 34 points, and I believe he had 9 rebounds and 8 or 7 assists. I mean, the guy was just on a roll when it came all down to it. I mean, from the first half, he was even there. Even to the point of the beginning of the game, we all saw that foul that happened, that flagrant foul. Anthony Davis kicked Crowder in the what. So it was there was some motivation for Anthony Davis when it came down to it, and if he had to do that, that's what he had to, because he wants to win the game, and it really showed out there tonight, and especially in the first half, where I believe he had 10 points in the first half. So that kind of tells you that his mindset was to win this game at any given cost, and he delivered. So great job out there for Anthony Davis. When it came to the rest of the Lakers squad from the bench, Dennis Schroder, he was a real beast, if you will, of how he was playing on the offensive attack for the Los Angeles Lakers. Had 24 points, I believe 24 points, and he was just on a roll, going to the rim and just being the offensive attack that he is. He just really came to play, and just stepped up his role out there. During the game, guys, I was watching the game, and one of the announcers said that Dennis Schroder, he owns a team in Germany. So that kind of, it's a whole different subject. I mean, the whole contract situation that he's dealing with the Los Angeles Lakers. He wants to get paid more, be paid as the top point guard in the league. I'm not sure if he will get that type of money from the Los Angeles Lakers, but for a guy who owns a team in Germany, it kind of tells you, that he doesn't need the money. I mean, I'm not sure. I'm not sure how his income is with the team that he has in Germany. But that's a whole totally off subject. I just wanted to put that out there. But he had a great night. So great job out there for Dennis Schroder. We will talk about that maybe possibly in the off season once contracts happen. But, just a great night for Dennis Schroder. LeBron James, he had, I believe, 23 points out there tonight. He was just mainly the facilitator, out there, just being the ball handler type of guy, the point forward, if you will. I mean, he was just, doing what he does best, and just feeding the ball to Anthony Davis, because that's what he wants. That's what he wants. He wants Anthony Davis to be that number one guy and just deliver on the Lakers wins here and there. And if any given cost, if LeBron James needs to step up and fill in the role, he will. I mean, this is LeBron James we're talking about. I mean, this is the same guy who can give you 25 points a game. I mean, this is LeBron James we're talking about. He can take over at any given cost. But this was Anthony Davis's night. He wanted Anthony Davis to deliver on his mentality, his motivation for this game, and he really balled out for the Los Angeles Lakers, and we had to give some credit to LeBron James for doing so for Anthony Davis. So, and I believe he had, I might be mistaken, I believe he had 7 or 8 assists out there tonight, and I believe 7 rebounds. I mean, LeBron James continued to do his thing, and he just delivers on any given cost, and he really was the main focal point of the Lakers winning tonight. But we have to give credit to Anthony Davis for stepping up his role out there tonight. So great job out there for LeBron James. And then when it came to the rest of the Lakers squad, starting wise, Andre Drummond had 15 points and he had 12 rebounds, and all of those rebounds really started to begin in the first half of the game. I mean, his defensive mind was really noticeable when it came to the first quarter, and it just continued on in the first half, and then going to the third quarter where he grabbed rebounds here and there, and he was just a good defensive prowess for the Los Angeles Lakers, and it really showed. On the defensive side when it came to the first half, and we have to really commend on his rebounding ability that he delivered for the Los Angeles Lakers. So great job out there for Andre Drummond. And then, guys, we have to give some credit to Frank Vogel, because he really, I don't know if he heard critics from Laker fans, but I believe he did, because Marc Gasol came to play for the Los Angeles Lakers, and I hope we can see more out of Marc Gasol moving forward, because he's a champion himself. I mean, he did help out the Toronto Raptors back in 2019, where he was just a huge help to them when it came to his veteran leadership, and just the ability to just be a good defender and a good passer. For a center who can pass the ball very well, he really delivered so for the Los Angeles Lakers in this particular game as well. And, he can shoot threes. And we witnessed that in the fourth quarter, where the Lakers were kind of struggling a bit, with the Phoenix Suns. And I believe one of the players named Payne, tied the game at one point. But then, Marc Gasol came out of nowhere, shot 3, and it really changed the scope of the fourth quarter in like 5 minutes left into the game. And Marc Gasol was there, and he really helped out the Lakers in that particular sense in the second unit. And if we can see that from Marc Gasol moving forward, then I guarantee you guys the Lakers will win games like this moving forward. And I hope Frank Vogel really puts in that kind of perspective out there, that we will need Marc Gasol in that second unit, coming off the bench, just dominating every single time. And what I mean by dominating, I mean by the way he just is a good passer for a center of his height. And this is the good perk for the Los Angeles Lakers as well. Right now we're facing the Phoenix Suns, so the opportunity for the Lakers to play big plays a huge advantage for the Los Angeles Lakers moving forward into the series. Things may change when they face teams like possibly the Denver Nuggets or the Portland Trailblazers, one of those type of teams. But as of right now, with the Phoenix Suns not having a lot of bigs on their team, this is the perfect opportunity for the Lakers to bring in players like Anthony Davis and Marc Gasol, Andre Drummond, Markieff Morris, and Montrezl Harrell to the fold for possibly doubling players like Devin Booker and Chris Paul and those certain players and that Payne player. But other than that, guys, the Lakers and Alex Caruso, let's give him some credit out there as well, who really stepped up his role as of late when it came to the playoffs and also when it came to the play-in tournament. I mean, we saw a lot of greatness out of Alex Caruso as of late on the defensive side, and hopefully we can see that more out of him for the second unit with a combination of Marc Gasol and possibly Montrezl Harrell and hopefully from Kyle Kuzma. But Kyle Kuzma as of late, guys, I'm not sure what's going on with the guy. But hopefully things will change for him going into this series. But he really needs to step up his role as well, and hopefully things will turn out great for him moving forward. But other than that, guys, the Lakers, they delivered on the promise. They got a redemption win over the Phoenix Suns in Game 2 in the NBA playoffs. I was going to say finals, but we're not there yet. So hopefully the Lakers just keep that mindset going into the series. We are now heading back to Staples, and hopefully the Lakers go with a three wins into this series that we're on right now. We got one win over the Phoenix Suns in their home court, and hopefully the Lakers just keep that mindset moving forward. And I really want to know your thoughts and your opinions about this Lakers win over the Phoenix Suns tonight. I mean, and guys, just on a personal note, I mean, I have to say, as a Laker fan, seeing those Phoenix Sun fans, rooting the way that they were, I honestly, guys, my blood was boiling when it came to how they were just being so disrespectful to the Los Angeles Lakers, especially players like Anthony Davis and LeBron James, and you realize that you saw in the game how LeBron was just taunting the Phoenix fans and also Anthony Davis at one point. So you could just tell that there was some animosity between the Lakers and the fans there, because they were just really getting under my skin. I mean, guys, the Boston Celtics are always the number one in my list when it comes to the most hated, fans, being a Laker fan. I mean, I just can't stand Boston fans. But second on that list, personally, it is the Phoenix Suns, to be honest with you. I mean, they just made that list. Maybe there's someone else, but I don't know, maybe Clippers fan. I don't know. It's just, I just had to put that out there. And I believe most Laker fans would agree with me on this, because I just did not like the vibe of the Phoenix Suns fans, because, they were just being obnoxious and, being all loud and just, I did not need that from the Phoenix Suns fans, because at the end of the day, the Lakers, at any given cost, will win games no matter how loud or how obnoxious they are. And, I just really can't wait for the Lakers to just beat the Phoenix Suns, the number 2 seed in the Western Conference, and just head into, the divisional rounds and the conference finals, and hopefully in the NBA finals when it's all said and done. So, guys, please comment down below, like, subscribe to the channel. Make sure to subscribe to the ZSPN podcast. It is on Anchor, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Breaker, and Radio Public. All of those podcast distributions. I really do appreciate the love and support you guys give me on my channel, and of course on my podcast as well. It's just really recognizable, and I really do appreciate the love and support you guys give me. And of course, guys, subscribe to the channel and like all of my social media sites, ZSPN on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I'll leave the links to my social media sites into the description of the video. And if you're watching this on, or you're listening to this on the Apple Podcasts or Spotify or Anchor, I'll leave the link to my social media sites and, the podcast and the channel in that description as well. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks so much for watching. Go Lakers. Take it easy, guys. Stay safe out there.